Yippee.
Welcome. Day 3.
Day 3.
Last day.
Either way, yeah. So I figure, these last ones,
Refresh the page. There we go. Hello.
You guys, it's like you and that's actually
Gorgeous Sunday morning. Ooh, we had a new follower yesterday. Hello, Ramen Abid. How are you? It's the last day of the con. Day 3. As usual. Yeah, you guys probably don't need much at the panel. You probably only need just the thing in the background and the screen.
Yeah.
okay, they're here.
Yeah. It's not going to be as complicated as the last one.
No.
Now, unless the mic doesn't work.
That is also a possibility, yes.
The sound doesn't work.
Yeah.
Day 3.
Yay, day 3.
Hi, Willie. How are you doing? Howdy. Howdy to you. It's day 3.
And this was back when it was big.
Sorry, real quick, Josh. Just real quick, I'm just taking a picture of the table.
Snow White only because the gown would have been hard to push the cart.
Wish I was in Georgia, man. We wish you were here too. But it's okay. You're here in spirit. When I heard Jay was here, my mind went to pretty much Jay. Yeah, Jay's getting my mouse ready so I can do this. Day 3, baby. Day 3. As usual, you guys are up and at 'em. You guys are ready for day 3 already. Seems like no matter what time it is, you're like, oh my God, Trina's live. We gotta join the stream. Gotta love it. It's very slow in the morning, but it only makes sense. The con only just started. In about a little less than 2 hours, we're going to be doing one more panel. I'm still in bed, my dude. Just need to get up. Go get some coffee.
And we're also yeah, right.
Now,
It's great, it's like that's why like I have this one like not a full kid and like I do like he's gonna watch the show and then they'll come back
and because I wanted it,
and like
Audacity couldn't handle it.
You never know you like something until you just see it. It's always awesome. Like, even if they don't buy the pens, it's so nice to talk to people. Especially that guy just in the Iron Man suit. That was great.
He was unhinged.
It was funny.
I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. It was cool.
I wonder if he won the cosplay contest.
Sure, there's a lot of amazing cosplayers. I really want to see it.
call it? There was so many Pokemon. There was Pikachu, Charizard, they even had Squirtle and Bulbasaur.
Pokemon
Heck,
every convention.
the Wookiee was so tall on Friday. I don't know if he's actually just naturally that tall or if it was like he was standing on something.
Probably so.
Yeah. It's crazy how you balance on that stuff.
I could not do it.
They must be from a circus. They must be used to it.
For Vanessa.
Oh yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, because I got there and I was like, shoot, all my friends are at the convention. So I have to go back and look later on. Yeah, I felt really bad. I was like,
Because you guys took the picture with her, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
last night.
Yeah, there you go. She's getting two now. She's getting one yesterday and one today.
Oh yeah, she got the photo. Yeah, I was gonna give her the print, but everything I left everything.
Because Abby left yesterday, so it's good to get everything in order. Trina, given how we get unhinged on the stream, it would be an average day, but at least there isn't someone at the con not asking for your socks.
Oh my god.
You know he's not
happened,
wrong.
I would be scared.
Yes, and I will
Oh no.
I will drag his ass out of this freaking convention. What? How you doing? Someone asked for his socks. Thankfully, no.
And that's okay.
If that happened, I would. Jay and I would get up as quickly as possible and freaking drag his ass out of this convention.
Identifiers on my,
They will find you for sure.
if there was.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs on Billy Billy. Thankfully, we're not streaming on there today.
Maybe you can just like, I don't know, shake your leg or something.
Make the tattoos work.
You know, maybe it is a good thing that we're not multi-streaming, because if we were streaming on Billy Billy,
That would be something else.
it'd be like an average con day at that point. Lot the Dragon. Can I get Trina socks? Shut up. Lot down, girl. We got Lot the Unhinged Dragon.
Hey, unhinged.
It plays out as far as how big
I set your stuff up okay.
You did good. I was not expecting you to do that. Thank you.
Zal and Jay have someone's face on the back of a milk carton. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. CC, what's up? My speech is gone. I can't stop. I can't stop my list. CC, it's day 3. It's the final day.
You want one for me? The big one? Or the small one?
I definitely want now.
Oh, you want JoJo? Okay.
Yeah, Nokotan.
JoJo time.
Not that
I'm over here getting up and it's right there.
Yeah, JoJo right there. Where did I put my markers? Somewhere.
Morning, Smith. How are you? It's day 3, my friend. All right.
I need to buy my markers.
I kind of like, you've got glossy, you probably do really well with the pieces.
Okay.
I think.
So
The one person who dropped the markers, I really like those.
Yeah, I think those were paper. They work better with the glossiness. But sometimes
Where did you guys go eat last night? I think, what was the place called? Hibachi Sushi?
Yesterday's or
Yesterday.
like seasoned hibachi something?
Yes, yeah, I think it was hibachi and
I really
sushi.
want
It was a hibachi place, that's all you guys need to know. So 2 days ago we had Mongolian, yesterday we had hibachi. I'm pretty sure it was Japanese because there was sushi.
seasoned sushi and hibachi.
Yes. Thank you. You're charging Donald for everything.
No,
he
of
does.
course not.
All right, that'll be
Yeah,
one. That'll be $1,000.
If you want one,
I already got my bill though. I bought the furs on stream. It was a very nice message.
One notch off.
Yeah, Donald, that'll be $1,000, and we'll just bill it to your insurance.
Oh no, there's no way.
yeah, we got that USDA insurance. Abby gave me a one for that too.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
Wait,
Hi, I'm Nokotan.
I tried to get an autograph on
TV one?
you got it.
Yeah. Card would be preferred. Okay.
I can go get it.
That works too. Yeah. Whatever you prefer.
What up, TDW?
It's going to be, for this autograph, it's going to be $30, but with the card, it's going to be $30. Okay. Okay, that works too. That's fine with me. And what do you want me to rate on it?
Could you make it out to me? My name's Hunter.
Puncher? Okay.
Glory to the beard that goddess. You guys are making me hungry, and I didn't have breakfast yet. Neither did
You want me
I.
to write a quote to you? Or just your name?
We're out here suffering, man.
Did you pick a quote from me?
Sure can.
Yeah, and so yeah, you get that going. Oh, like, should we be doing? And you've got these real characters in Discord. Okay, debating. Obviously, they weren't debating this song. And
Ew.
Yeah.
Touch the
and so
and you can hear the first one.
You gotta try it. You click it, and it
you
works.
know,
And there are also scratches after your cookies.
That's amazing.
Be careful, they are very bad.
Oh, yeah, the deer crackers. Oh yeah, it's crackers.
It's crackers.
I'm sorry, we're like up to episode 3. I thought they said cookies.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I mean, they look like cookies.
They actually do. I thought they were cookies the first time I saw them. I never even heard of deer crackers until I watched the show.
I mean, me too. I didn't even know.
I didn't either. I'd never been in our.
Hunter, you want to meet them? Huh?
Hold on, let me get a feel of
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, thank you. Thank you for
Protect
watching.
the,
Yeah. Yeah, let it dry out first so it doesn't.
oh yeah,
You can fan it a little bit.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. The show is wild. You got
Yeah, you
to.
gotta watch the whole thing.
Well, that's
Wait until you
so.
get to the wild deer game of life. It's
Ah,
my
yes.
favorite episode.
That one's gonna be.
Seems like it's everyone's favorite episode in some way or another.
Because everyone knows the game.
You know the game of life.
So far, I like the intro best.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good. You need to listen to it. Just one time.
At the end of it, always like look and it starts getting credit to see how long it's been.
Ask me like 3 weeks ago. It's more than a minute.
That way I can see there's like more stuff.
Only one time.
Yeah, and he's from West so he didn't
More episodes in.
Watching the opening anime, I thought it was good.
yeah, so we're
The cheesy.
Gotta love deer crackers, man. That is my favorite one.
I like it too. It's so good.
I'm not saying
No, thank you. Take care.
Have a good day, my friend. 30 for autograph is not a bad deal. Well, it's for the poster and the autograph.
Oh, even
Last day, I'm afraid.
keep on following your dreams. I will. Oh, Josh Flower.
That's so cool.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And it's so legit. Like, you
Yeah,
really
I love, like, dude, she really has it herself.
It was a big motherfucker.
She's actually started streaming this hard.
Really?
Yeah, her name's, it's Mizzy Wade. She's, I think she's Peruvian, so I'm not sure how to actually pronounce
I wonder if I can ask her a
You could. It's gonna be some
But
money
so
though.
I know.
surprisingly enough, this only cost me about $100.
That's it?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it was so cheap, probably because it was black and white.
Maybe.
But like, cause she was the one I tried to get the DWA for. So like, you know, depends on what she does. But like, yeah, this was, yeah, and she did it in like a week and a half. She was really good. Yeah.
I gotta give her some money because I want something like this too.
I want that. I want that.
Shout out to Ms. Wavy. I hope I'm saying it.
Shout out Miss Wazy.
Miss Wazy.
It might be Mizzy or me. I can't remember.
The video on the video, and
Whatever
literally
you
just
wanna
like
call it.
laid in there and then just like.
She's called. She's like the version of stuff.
Hello.
I sent you pictures.
Those are our neighbors.
That's my friend.
Shout out to Crescent Burst.
Look at it out, Crescent Verse.
Okay, so her at is MISIWASY, but her name.
Hello, JDG. Welcome to the stream. Day 3, last day.
I'm gonna butcher her name, so I apologize. But yeah, super cool.
Hold on, see that so I can type it in the chat. That manga artist.
Yeah, let's see. Everyone needs to get a new page of the comic.
Yes. Good morning, Josh. I want to say thank you for. I want to tell him my dreams.
Absolutely.
You rock.
Like your dreams be dear.
Hashtag to shout out to Miss Wazy. Shout out to Miss Wazy. She made this amazing comic.
You ready to try?
Yeah, roll in the chat.
I can see my eyes.
Oh my god, put your glasses on, woman.
Oh my God, please.
Are you done with that?
Oh yes, sorry.
You just took his
Like I
phone.
need that to take me.
I steal everything, man. I steal all of it. Keep it forever.
Stealing phones and parts.
Yeah.
Josh, you want to play?
Oh, sure.
Which one do you want?
I would steal all of your parts.
Yeah, she started doing it. So I don't know exactly what she's doing at first in this game.
Oh hi Josh, how can I help you today?
Hi, how you doing? I would like this one.
You want that one?
Brand specifically?
Nothing, whatever you want to write.
Okay.
So, I'm easy.
It's cool, isn't it? It's a beautiful art piece. I am going to commission that very soon. I wonder if she takes commissions.
We'll fight on this bridge.
You can see
What
a
is that, a
commission.
string deck or what?
It's a Odin too. I wish I had seen that.
These are like $500.
They're not like for what they are. They're really not that expensive. But they are expensive.
You
Like
could probably find on
I'm
eBay.
saying, they're expensive, but they're like for what they are.
How you doing?
They're affordable, not that they're cheap.
Hi.
How you
Good
doing?
morning. How was your sleep? Good. Me too.
How,
That's
how,
so good.
how was last night? How was last night over here?
So like,
Oh, was it better than the day before?
before?
Was it better than the day before?
Like yeah, it's like all things considered.
Really?
We had fun yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, day 3, man.
They're just
It's almost
they are
over.
big and bold, but like,
I want to.
We would love to, yeah.
but like, it's still not going to be as.
It's not the same.
I'm happy because y'all have really been taking care of us. And we
Yeah,
appreciate
you guys
that.
have been awesome.
Like, you
It is
checking
awesome.
on us. Like, we love that.
Should I interrupt? Is that the moose that she turns into up in the top right?
That's an opening.
Whoops. Clearly, I've never watched our own show.
Deer look like moose.
No, she turns into a moose.
I know.
Descendants.
Secret Noko has evolved to a moose.
Not spell that right, but that's okay. I can't spell. I got grammar check on.
Oh my god.
YOLO.
Oh my god.
Well, we met each other online. This is the first time we're in person.
Yeah, in person, yeah. Luckily, me and Josh were friends before we got into the show, so we had met, but like, for Abby and Trina, it's like the first time we've all met, so yeah. Part of the reason I like these so much is I get to meet the people I've never, you know.
My first time meeting all of these people.
Meet my dear friends.
Absolutely. We're all dear friends.
We've been sick.
Absolutely. It's been great.
Trina, would you don't have to do this, but would you want to join us for? Okay, good. Okay, I was just making sure. I don't know if she was going to show up. She wasn't going to show up. Really? Hey! I don't know how many people are going to show up, but
You know, it's been slow, but
it's funny. Every panel that we've done for that, like the subject, it's cool. And like we had a full house.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was the first, like, and like good questions, not just the normal like what microphone do you use forever, but asking like good.
What character do you ship your character with from another
I
series?
always at the beginning
No
I say no
shit.
shipping questions, please.
Please, no.
What fanfiction can you tell me about your character?
The only fan fiction is that the narrator is a dark skin boy. That's it.
That's good. That's good canon right there. I don't know about that one. Off the wall questions.
Yeah, no, and it happened. That's why at the beginning I always preface, please no shipping questions.
There was a everyone that had the anime crash YouTube channel about trash. See you later. Trash face, you know them or no?
Oh yeah, I know Trash Face. It's like 3 of the most popular like anime YouTubers. It's Gika, Sinoge,
Sea Dog, yeah.
and
Because
the
I
anime
watch
man.
Abroad in Japan, and he's on there.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot.
It's the same story, but two
It's what they are.
I was like,
It's who they are. If you watch their videos.
Is Shinoda Nokotan's husband? Like, that's BCL.
what?
Don't do that.
Unhinged. No.
That's why I always say, please no shipping questions. Like, we don't. Especially concerning the character.
Exactly.
Reach out to this person.
Okay.
What's in Donald gonna be specific?
Because I got Josh. Oh, I should say, when I started recording with them, I spoke to my entire cast and I was like, hey, like, I just worked with all these people. And he was like, yeah, awesome. And he only called me.
Hey, that's so cool. At least you tried, right?
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm trying again.
Yeah, 2 recommendations? I gotta get this person. They don't work on a lot of time. So they'll usually have like they'll have like 2 projects at a time.
And what should I say? Should I just say, hey, I'm a voice actor, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's like Josh recommended, like, Josh recommended you, say Josh recommended.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
You said in my resume, my website, all that.
yeah, no, have your because he knows we know the
Yeah, and we were like, yeah, and then they went outside. Everybody called the best.
Always good to have them connections.
Well, I think it's a chocolate. I do want it, not right now. Like, I was gonna start eating it because I'm eating, and like I'm like.
Imagine that.
Stay hydrated.
Yes. I was gonna refill everyone's water bottles after we came back from the lunch yesterday, but I didn't know who was bottle
Yeah, me too. I was confused.
Yeah.
So I brought more.
Good.
Smart.
I brought more.
More.
Drink aqua. Messiah's group / art center. I mean, I think Messiah's group.
If we do need it, I'll do a water run, so just let me know.
I actually still have the whole from yesterday.
Oh, good. So you were smart. Yeah, Josh and I are dumb.
Well, no, I've been like, because since you were bringing cups yesterday, I didn't finish this one. So I just finished this one. I'm like, now I have something.
Good for you. Oh wait, I know I do have a water. I saved some for the hotel room, and since I checked out, I need some. On that note, I need to use the bathroom.
See you later. Bye. Okay, bye.
So when you're driving, and I'm like, we go as a team. She goes to this, we go to this, and I know
This is what we went to yesterday, and it was so fun.
I just kept asking.
Y'all need to check it out. If you haven't seen the VODs, you're missing out. This was so fun.
I bought things on site, and I left it in the balance. So somebody has my sticker. That's fine. It's just I guess it's cheap. Should have slipped in a business card. Like, at least follow me. I'm feeling great.
This is the last day of the con. And then that's it. Hey, Shiva.
From where they swapped over, right in the middle of an entrance. So like, starting here. Yeah, we started.
You got with the deer den.
I don't know what you're. Oh, yes, cool. Then it was like.
There you go.
Talk to them. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. Got my decaf coffee and a bowl of spinach for breakfast because I learned a couple weeks ago I might have high blood pressure. Drink water and exercise. Exercise helps, right? Wait, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor, so don't ask me.
We have like 3 hours to go back.
Hi. Hey, what up, cuz? up, cousin? How you doing? You come at Delta 8? I got some work for you. You got work on work. Need you to do tech support. Need you to learn how to use this card reader. Need you to give people business cards. I need you to give me some water. I'm gonna need you to work. I'm gonna need you to work. You gotta do that. You gotta be the cameraman. Yeah, you got me. You got me. I got an email, and they were like, one of the voice actors, like, she was inviting other voice actors to do the panel. Can you get that?
What other panel? Is there a group like? I did see there was a group panel that was supposed to have all the voice actors.
All right, no more water runs because they empty the jugs. So yeah, now you have to buy water bottles.
I haven't.
Trina, you let me know if you need another water bottle. I'll get one.
No, you know about it.
But what up, Shiva? How you guys doing?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense why I'm not invited. I was like, no, I would like to do the voice acting. She got as a voice actor. But yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'll support from afar.
Don't let Trina wander. We lost Z. I'm back.
I was like, I'll do it, but I need to say.
It's just another.
Okay.
Talk about our life story, and then if anything comes after that, then
Josh, someone in chat has a question for you. It's a very big one.
oh crap, why?
They said, can you ask if his last name sounds more Mexican or Swedish or Italian for me? Just say it's from an American idiot on your chat.
Wait,
He was asking if your last name sounds more Mexican, Swedish, or Italian.
None.
yeah, I would have to say like close to Mexican because like it's Spanish, I guess, but I don't want to be like, I feel bad because
What is your name?
it's Portillo is like, it is Spanish because Spanish descent, Filipinos, history, Mexico, Filipinos. I might be wrong, I'm not a historian, but you know,
It's
yeah.
the damn name, man. You know the origin story.
You know, it don't matter. You can have last name. You can.
One of them dang old Italian.
You are Italian.
I'm Irish and Italian.
You're Italian.
No, SpongeBob, that's Italian. But yeah, I'd have to say Mexican. Final answer. $1 million.
Final answer. Did I win the prize?
Now if Sonoda was, if we had to ask that question for Sonoda, it's Italian. I don't know why, but that's
What is Mexican?
What?
I win Jeopardy.
What is Mexico?
Correct.
What is Mexico?
For real, let me know if you need any more water, because like it's like you're saying, you gotta stay hydrated, man. And they're only $2 anyway, which is still ridiculous, but
We gotta find a hookup. The staff hookup.
I was like, the pricing ain't terrible.
Yeah, we the VIPs.
yeah, fair enough.
No, it's like, you know, like if I want to bring in my big jug of water, you know, like let me bring in my jug of water.
I just wanted to make sure Josh had a water.
I appreciate that.
He needed a water. I need to make sure you have a water.
You ain't gotta
I'm a hit.
No.
He says thank you. Like I said, I'm an American idiot, Josh.
So good.
It's okay, Colton.
We're in America. We speak American.
I was gonna say we're all American idiots. We speak American.
like, what language does people from Brazil speak? And I was like, is it Brazilian?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
You know what's sad? I was thinking the same thing and I didn't.
It's like American. You know, we speak American.
We speak American. English, lady, come on. Make us look bad.
I really didn't know that. I had to look it up.
It's American. You need to
They
speak
Portuguese.
damn American.
But they're from South America? Or they're from Spain? That's over there.
What, Brazilian?
Yeah.
South America. Spain is Spanish. I'm not sure if over in California.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
Catalan is like a weird, it's like a mix of French and Spanish. And it's really weird to hear. The first time I heard it, it was like, because we dubbed the show that was French. And then Rainer's like, oh, Spanish? What is this? And we had to ask the French director, because we were like, what language is this? And she's like, I think it's Catalan. What is this? And she's like, it's from Colonia. It's like,
$2 for water, that's not bad. I know some places that would charge $5 for water. Welcome to Disney World.
There's also like some of the other Spanish dialects, like Spanish from Barcelona, is I can't remember the exact name of Spanish, but like the S or like TH is Castilian Spanish is like that the very like most formal version of Spanish you could do. And it also sounds super weird. I was like, why all these people have lisps? And they were like, no, that's just it's just the way that sect of Spanish is in Barcelona. That's interesting. You know, learn a lot when you work in dubbing.
Yeah. So many languages.
Japanese, Portuguese, Spanish, Catalan,
That one's a
Korean, French. It's mostly Spanish and Portuguese. Is like mostly what they were.
And a lot of the most common like dubs for anime is normally like Japanese and English, and if it's popular enough, it will get like French and like other kinds of
I think it's Spanish does all
Yeah,
that.
they get spawned. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
We did. It's still not out yet. We redubbed Captain Tsubasa.
Oh, really?
But like, I mean, I was barely in it, but like they redubbed to the Latin American, which is super weird. Instead of the Japanese, because the client, they had the rights to, they did the Spanish way back in the 90s. And like, but what that was way back when like animes would localize names. So in Captain Tsubasa wasn't even on the show. His name was Oliver Haddo, because that's what they named him in Spanish. And like, when they did the show, they didn't change the name. So there's still all the Spanish names. The name was Oliver Adam and everything, and I was like,
Oliver Adam.
Hi there, how are you?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Doing awesome.
I don't know how you have it set.
No sleep, huh?
What is your latest obsession?
Yeah.
I mean, you told me to, and I'm invested now.
I want to know.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
I question that about myself every single day. Absolutely. Stop there. And
I know you are hiding the plans for the Death Star.
Wow.
You could walk away unharmed.
That's so legit.
most impressive.
You had it.
May the force be with you.
We will be honored if you would join us. The Emperor has been expecting you.
Do you guys have like, do you guys like take resumes? Do you guys like have any pay rates? Okay.
No.
I'll think.
No.
I'll think about it then.
I love that. It's so legit.
No.
Has come at last.
He turned around and was like,
They don't pay their stormtroopers. I'm sad now.
Volunteer work.
you think with that, you think they could pay with that?
Get paid to live.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They force choke you.
Ask about their gentle. They were probably gonna say no to
Paid
that.
you by force choking you.
Yeah.
U.S. failed me for the last time.
I should have asked for their insurance, but they still would have said no.
A lot of folks that like that.
Are we alive now?
Just refresh it.
Not the router.
Just gonna refresh it real quick.
Not the router.
Are we good?
Are we good?
Are we good? I think we're
I
good.
think we're good. Y'all,
Okay.
keychain.
Keychain.
Keychain. Come on.
Everyone good? Everyone all right? We returned. The freaking stream died. Yeah, that happened last time during the wrestling match, and I was like, oh, no,
Died, but it came back.
Yep.
Sticker.
Yeah, it didn't die at all yesterday in the table one.
That's good.
I'm happy it didn't happen because, like, if I found out that I died and like all that happened, oh, dude, that would be awful. Because I have no control over this when it's like a distance away.
Yeah, you really. He's over there. Exactly. Not that.
Let's see.
You guys want to come to a swing dance class that's right now in your panel? Yeah. Just asked if I want to go, and I was like, sure.
What time is it? Like, how long is it?
We could probably leave for your panel, because I told her
Okay,
that I'm
so
going
we
to
can do like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's go! Let's go swing dancing!
Jake, can you watch this out?
You want to come?
Okay, yeah. You want to bring the... You want to bring it?
I'll bring it.
pause the stream or
No, I'm bringing it with me. All right, let's go. We're going on a journey, my friends. Mew. Hey, Mew.
Oh, I collect two.
Take a photo. Yeah. Me and Mew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm in. Okay, of course we
Thank you.
Can we both do it together?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go.
Let's go dancing, y'all.
Before we go, me and Ginger are going to do a quick interview.
All
Take a picture. Actually, Trina, fist bump.
You go back.
Give me a high five and look. Why are you pushing me? You want to get a picture? Fist bump? Here you go. Give me a fist bump and I'll get you a picture.
Hold the fist bump. Like hold it. Like this, chest. Like this, chest.
Don't look at it. You did it. High five. Yeah, I got it. Perfect.
Alright.
I don't know anything about space, so I just know I may not know anything. But I got a little like
I mean, it looks like one is for a 2-year-old.
Hey, what about dental? Do you guys have that either?
Very well. I think not.
That is a incredible Darth Vader.
I know, right, man?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Kyla.
nobody wants Kylo Ren.
It's okay.
Yeah, so you could definitely.
Hey, Sayori. Their life insurance is great.
My name is Metrotham. I'm a voice actress, and I was invited over by Messengers Productions to cosplay as one of the characters from the series.
I'm a voice actor, and I was invited to talk to all of the fans of my
Awesome. So, what would you say has been your favorite experience so far? Cosplay, meeting guests, etc.
My favorite experience is always interacting with kids, and I love everything of it. It's real.
I agree with that. I strongly second that. The children, when they walk up all starry-eyed, it's the most wonderful thing. But also just guests in general. Everyone at these conventions is so free and open. It's so nice talking to people.
For me, it had the wrestling show last night. It was so good. They went all around the convention, on the stairs, in the elevator. It was insane.
Oh, wow, sounds like I missed quite the experience. So, how would you describe the vibe in the community so far this year at the Metrotham?
The vibe, the community is super welcoming, super warm, really open. It's a really nice space for like-minded folks.
Yeah, exactly. People here, when they come to conventions, it's almost like you can come and be yourself. It's free, you can do what you want, and there's no, so it's awesome. I love interacting with everyone.
Everyone's so friendly. Like literally, you go up to anyone, talk to, talk about your day, talk about your convention.
Awesome. And I guess my final question for you guys is, why do you feel like whether it's a con or it's a market, why do you feel it's good that the community just gets out and interacts?
We can be really isolated these days, especially with like post-pandemic lockdown things. So I think it's good to go to these spaces.
It's yeah, like brightens people up. Whenever people enter these spaces, they can finally be themselves and can talk to people about things that they're interested in, and it unleashes like a childlike joy and wonder that I feel like we lock away a lot. So it's good for people to feel
You can be yourself. Be who you want to be. Show what you like. Dress up. Wear whatever. You can do it.
Love it. That was great, you guys. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're gonna go swing dance. Let's go.
Heck yeah. All right, let's go. Also, Jay said you had a big forehead.
And they got. We were on the news, what?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I was telling you I was from that one anime with us. It's releasing today. Today is the day.
I'll bring all my whatchamacallits.
Please do.
I
I have plenty, but you can bring more.
We need more people.
Okay.
You did awesome yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, we love the show.
Swing dance?
Wow.
That was so fast.
I'll be sure to ask that later, Colton.
You want to come dancing? And bring people.
Bring people.
I love that you have a very big cap.
We're gonna feel comfortable with it. Definitely. Okay, guys, I'll get up and grab the people. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Nice job, guys. You did the whole song. Alright, here's something in. Let's thank this partner. We're going to have our follows move. So thank this partner by giving them a high five, and then the follows are going to move that way. So that means if you were like dancing the ladies part and the follows part, you're going to move one step that way. So you want to come over to me. We're going to turn on another song. Nice job. All right, we're gonna have our follow switch one more time, and we're gonna learn a little bit of a turn. So if you want to move that way. Okay. So let's take a second to review. We're gonna make sure that our knees are loose, down kind of in the floor. We don't want to do a squat, that's too much, right? But we want to have a loose knee. We don't ever want to be up really tall. It's always kind of down here. And we're going to swing it, if that makes sense. So if you've ever seen cha-cha, it kind of looks like cha-two, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, and it's very up and proper, right? But this isn't. This is down, and it's more like a boom, 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 boom. Does that make sense? It kind of has this swing feel to it. So we're not going to be up and proper. We're going to kind of be down on our knees and feel that music. Not quite prom dancing in high school, but you gotta get attached to the music a little bit. So let's look at a basic turn. I've lost my teaching partner. All right, thank you for the affirmation. So when you are in your position with this partner, you've got your basic rock step, triple step, rock step, triple. You can do a turn. Triple step, rock step. That's all we're going to try at first. Now, what did my feet do differently, ladies? Nothing. That is the correct answer. It's a trick question. I'm still doing triple step, rock step. I may be doing it in a little bit different pattern, but I'm still doing triple step, rock step. All right? So let's talk about turns. When you have your partner in your hands, right, you have already this, we have this nice little kind of low handhold, and we want to make sure we're not gripping. Like, I don't want to have thumbs. You should not be able to feel a thumb at all. So ideally, if she turns underneath me, we have this nice little fingertip hold that we kind of hang on with, but we're not gripping any hands. If I try to grip her hand and she tries to turn, it hurts, right? She's not even planted, I promise. It's all organic. I have had my shoulder pulled out of socket before, dancing when somebody gripped me too tightly. So ladies, take care of yourself, and the leads too. But make sure you have a nice little fingertip hold. So take your partner in your arms and have that little fingertip hold with them, and just practice. Forget the footwork, just practice a nice little turn and make sure that nobody's being grabbed or gripped. Do we feel comfortable with that concept? Now, when you do go out and do that turn, you're actually going to go out to do that rock step and kind of stay there for a second. One more thing for safety, don't ever just go right and pull completely. You want to keep a little bend in your elbow, and that way nobody's arms are going to get jerked around, okay? So keep a light bend in your elbow. So let's try that turn together. You're going to do that to him again.
Oh, cool.
All right, we are going to just go straight into a basic turn, okay? So on our first triple step, so go ahead and get your arm up, leads, so that the ladies know that they're going to go under. 5, 6, ready, and a triple step, rock step. Did we all get there? You should still be out at that point, right? You're out. That's like half of a turn, all right? That's kind of the first part A of a turn. Did we all get there? Let's try it one more time if it worked. Reverse. 5, 6, ready, and a triple step, rock step. Yeah, you're pretty far away from your partner at this point, right? Look how far we are away from each other. This is kind of what you want, because this opens you up to do some things, right? You have options from here. Hard to have too many options when you're snuggled up beside someone. This gives you options, okay? One of those options could be that she does triple step, rock step, back to me, right? So that is she goes out, she comes back, all right? So we're going to play fake what you thought you saw, and we're going to try this together, all right? So straight into it, with a triple step, she goes out, and then we're gonna turn her back in. Remember, light fingers, no thumbs. 5, 6 are ready, and a triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step, triple step,
Oh, we're going backwards. Okay.
triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step,
Rock back. This. And then triple.
Straight back under.
triple step, rock step, triple step. Guys, let's try it really quickly to music. Everyone's smooth. Yeah, you're So guys, I see a lot of people going. That's me. I'm out of breath. It is cardio, yes, but just like in almost any kind of exercise or dance, you can like do this really big and do like a lot of energy, or you can kind of be a little chill with it, okay? So I can go and really be all over the place, or I can go rock step, triple, rock step. And this is super low energy. Like I don't even feel my heart rate going up here. The other way, it feels like exercise. So do what's comfortable for you. You have a lot of energy, you need to get it out for some reason, please feel free. I don't. I'm getting older and I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. So, just take that into account. We are going to try just a few seconds of a song with this new partner to kind of get a feel for them, and then we're going to learn a new move. And I'm trying to think what is a nice, slower song. Yeah. Ready and rock step, triple, 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 rock step, triple,
I'll try.
Okay, that was your roughly a minute or so with your new partner to get a feel for them. Whew. Okay, let's look at another couple of things. So we've looked at she goes out, she comes back, right? We'll review that just really quickly. So we've got a basic rock, step, triple, triple, and then she goes out, rock, step, she comes back. That's what we've already learned, but we don't want to let all the ladies have all the fun, right? We want to let the leads do some fun things too. So leads can go out on that first step and then she can come back. Watch once, we got a basic, and then he's gonna go triple step, rock, step, and then I'm gonna come back just like I do on my regular turn. So the first half of the turn's been replaced with him going out, and then I'm coming back. So ladies, the only thing you need to pay attention to here is, usually when you feel your arm coming up, you go underneath it, right? Leads, the important thing here is to get there before she can. Right, so when your hand, oh, I know he's going, okay? So you can kind of get a feel for it, but let's try that with this new partner. So without any special footwork, let's just try leads, putting that arm up and then ducking underneath it to come out, and then pull your follows back in. You might have turned around the opposite way, and that's totally fine. You can move as you dance, right? I know I said it's a slot, and it is dancing a slot, but that slot can turn. What I mean is it's dancing a slot, you are not moving around the room, right? This isn't waltz or foxtrot or tango, any of those movable dances. This is staying in place. So you can kind of do a little weird star shape in place, but you don't have to just stay in your slot, if that makes sense. So that looked pretty good. Let's try it with footwork now. So let's do a rock step just to get that solidified in. So you get your rock step to kind of set, and then leads, duck under, okay? 5, 6 are ready, and a rock step, duck, 2, 3, and a rock step, turn her back. Oh, I turned. Rock step, triple step, triple step, rock step, triple step, triple step, rock step, triple step, triple step. Remember, you're still going to be keeping your triple step rhythm. No matter what happens at this point, you are always going triple step, rock step, triple, triple, but you're still triple, triple, rock step, triple, triple. Looks good.
That was me. She said you gotta beat me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to take a lead. The third green. Oh, okay.
So I go.
Very good, guys. Let's thank this partner and switch. Travis.
I don't know what time it is right now.
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. We got like half an hour.
My memory works.
High five.
Oh my god, I look dumb.
it was great. They were totally not making fun of you. They were. Especially CC and Jay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Was it fun though?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to learn more.
I'm surprised they let me in the middle. I thought they were gonna say, "Hey, you can't stand there. You're gonna get in the way." I was like, "Oh."
They're
No.
like, that's fine.
Yeah, no. It was like, I'm gonna test my limits here.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah. Oh, there's Darth Vader again. Xylot should have tried too. Hey, man, I'm all good. If I do that, I'll never stop sweating.
That's a workout, that game.
Rock step, triple step. It was great.
You look. I was gonna say I was watching on the thing. I was like, hey, they're dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a workout right there.
All right, back to work. No more fun.
We're actually in the main room.
Okay.
I don't know how to do I like that's why I was talking to Brandon.
Look at Jay just chilling. Yeah, he's always just chilling. He's a cool dude.
I mean, honestly, like it wasn't really bad.
Hello, Nico. How you doing?
We made some setups. Like, you know, that's a good start. Yeah. So like we did.
3 days in a row with Nico. Let's go.
Yeah. For your first car, I would say this is a big W.
Yeah.
I mean, you're out here. It doesn't matter. That's a W.
Yeah, out here.
I've never been to a single con before, and I adapted like quickly.
Yeah,
I don't understand. It's scaring me.
They're like, are you gonna come next year? They already want you back.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh my god, you're such a professional. It's like, I literally have never been here before. I've never done this in my life.
I plug things in.
I plug things in, yes. I plug things and I record them.
It worked.
It did. I record video so good. Jay, did you enjoy the dancing?
Like we walk up there, and it's like. It's weird.
I do too. Because at the same time, it's like they deserve a sale. And I respect money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right here. So,
Oh, yes, sorry about that.
It'd be funny, I was about to say.
Did you want to type your question in back? I mean, I could scroll up and see.
Just to watch.
yeah, I love that too.
Just to watch and just talk and just be like, how was your journey compared to what I did? You know, how has it changed? But they're not going to do that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, just rettype, but I can't scroll up for some reason.
Yeah. Like starting out from
Oh, geez.
It's hard now.
We grew up with them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball when I was 6 years old back in like 2010, and I have not watched another anime until 2018. It was my first and only anime until someone got me into it, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, I love this. What have I been missing all my life? Anime, exactly. Yeah, Colton, go ahead and retype your question. I'll estimate if you do that. Yeah, I couldn't. Colton was asking a question to all of us, and we were already on our way to the dance course. No, it's all good. I mean, they were already down anyway. right there.
No way. Dang, that's good. That's good.
That's good. Interview right there.
Here's the chilling right there. They were talking to Crescent Verse. They were talking to Trina. It was great.
Hey, that's great.
I shouted out Nokotan.
That's what we want. That's what we want. Right. Oh.
I gotta find that.
Yeah, we gotta find it. Can they air it?
Oh, I will find it. Okay. So I have a so someone has a question for all of us.
Okay, what's your question?
All right, it says, who would win in a fight? Wee-E, Coyote, Tom, Cat from Tom and Jerry? Because there's to be a death battle today. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote or Tom
They
Cat?
always lose. Both of them.
Wile E. Coyote or Tom?
Yeah.
They both lose.
I feel like it would be Wiley because Wiley has way more get.
Yeah, true. But, oh yeah, no, yeah.
Wiley.
Yeah, definitely Wiley. Yeah, like they're both a bunch of screw-ups, but Wiley has a lot of gags. That's true.
They both would lose,
They
in
both
my
would.
opinion.
Now the real question is, who would win, Roadrunner or Jerry?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah, because the only thing that Roadrunner is capable of is like running away. Doesn't really have anything else other than that. I mean, sure, he like thinks ahead before Coyote, but Jerry, he always has them traps.
Yeah.
He always has them ready. Every time Trina gets memed, why you gotta do me like that? Who is doing Vader breathing? I heard it yesterday. Oh, it's actually Darth Vader. I asked him if he takes resumes or if he has any pay rates, and both of them just look to each other and tell me straight up no. I'm sad now.
They were like,
It's like, sure, being a stormtrooper is cool and all, but the problem is I need to eat.
yeah.
I gotta eat. And they don't even have any dental. Well, I mean, we're wearing those helmets all day, so it's not like anyone's gonna actually see our teeth.
Exactly. It's like, we just want to get paid for it.
No need to eat when I'm probably gonna die soon.
Yeah, exactly.
They give us armor, and yet we die in one shot. Speaking of memes, I got some cooking. Oh no, she's doing memes again.
Not the dance. It's not the dance.
It's definitely gonna be the dance. I can tell you right now, it's going to be the dance.
That made it. She was so good.
She was, yeah.
I was like, dang, I need to dance like her. I'm gonna learn.
Truly.
Yes. She's so good.
So should I end the stream and then stream the panel, or should I just bring the camera with me? Okay. Yeah, it's already live, and we already walked over. At this point, we're just IRL streamers. We're like iShow Speed. Or if you're recording it. Colton the Stormtrooper, what can go wrong? Everything. Chilling.
Hi, good morning.
How y'all doing?
Fantastic.
Doing great. Wonder if they are selling Gundam model kits. I mean, they probably are. I mean, they have like a bunch of anime figures over there. I don't know about Gundam.
There's some, if you're looking for Gundam kits, there's like where you can have all the way to the back.
Oh my god, Colton, you should have showed up, man. You could have gotten some Gundam figures.
I got some cute things here for you.
She was like, someone said Gundam.
My backlog is really too big.
Wow.
No money.
I'm getting one of those figures before we leave. I also need to get something for my dad and my mom. It's like, I mean, they're not really into this like kind of thing, but I could definitely find something that they can like.
Yeah, you can get them something.
I can get a figure. I could probably get my mom something. Probably gonna get her like a bracelet or something. I don't know what my dad would like. Because there is like he is like familiar with Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know how much he's actually watched it.
You can get dad some socks.
Get him some Dragon Ball Z
I
stuff.
got some socks here somewhere.
Is that pink Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Gundam Ghost is coming. Colton is disappointed because he wished he was here for the freaking Gundam figures.
Or you can come to the next convention.
Yeah, come on, Colton. I got them pics ready. I can't wait to see this. Alright, CC, hit me with it. Hit us with the photography. Alright, well, first we got this. Trina, you're only doing it to yourself.
Why y'all doing this to me? Don't bully me.
Oh, we got two more. We got this one. We got two more, Trina. We got this one. And then we got this. Look at that face. And then we got Jay chilling. Jay, look, they got you too.
They got you too.
I swear, Cece's gonna be a journalist one day. Trina, do hard. Trina, is that you? Trina, I have many questions for you. Is it true that you hate voice acting? Got about 15 more minutes.
It's funny, this thing ends at 4.
Jay looked like he was like, yes, can I order a pizza, boneless? Yes, I'd love a boneless pizza. I would like some boneless wings.
Actually, I want some chicken.
Me too. I didn't have Chick-fil-A before it closed because like I was like, okay, we're probably not gonna stop for Chick-fil-A, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A now because like I don't have a Chick-fil-A in my place. An hour away from me in New Jersey.
Take the subway.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta take the subway for some Chick-fil-A and take it back.
It's worth it.
That'd be like $50 for some Chick-fil-A. Because I don't know what it is about Asian food. Like whenever you eat it, you feel so full for like a few minutes. You're like, oh my god, I'm so full. And then 50 minutes later, you're like, hey, they have egg rolls.
I could not finish that.
You're doing something. The first picture looked like Trina was the Ohio boss.
Really?
No, I didn't think about this, but
That's all I'm saying.
Yo, what up, Tony? How you doing, bud? Oh no, Cece's making more gifts. He's making more gifts. Meow. Oh, God. Oh, you got me too. Yes. We had him. He was one shot.
Oh, is that Carson? How we doing, man?
Taco Task.
Yo, KFC.
he got his ass kicked yesterday. Yo, everyone getting their watch streak today. Let's go.
Yeah, true.
Yo, we appreciate you guys for watching like 3 days in a row. This is insane. Yeah, everyone's getting their 3-day streaks.
We're gonna take a break tomorrow.
Yeah, we are on our way home tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, today and tomorrow.
Today and
I
tomorrow.
sense a power within you.
We probably should find that. It's 11:50. We should go.
We can now?
Yeah, we gotta go.
All right. All right, let's get going.
Find our stuff.
Over the left. All right, come on, friendos, let's go.
Let's go, everyone.
We're heading to the panel room. Take me with you. Oh, I'm taking you with me. How you doing, Donald? Hell yeah.
Chili.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Josh?
Doing good. How y'all doing? Doing okay?
Yep, they're all doing great.
Nice.
Ah,
How dare I?
we're being kidnapped. Yes, you are. I'm taking you guys with us.
Oh no.
23 main stage.
No. She's throwing something out. 1 out of 10 worst kidnapping. Oh my god.
I need to hit the wrist.
See, it's like I'm the Slayer. I'm the Doom Slayer before he became the Doom Slayer. He was a weeb. He was a nerd, but he also kicked butt.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I think this is us.
This is us?
That is.
Oh my god. Hello, friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're leading it. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of people or anything, but you know, I was gonna say it could be just more fun than talking.
Do you...
Yeah, I think it again. If it's just like a yeah, that's totally cool.
Do you mind if I get an extra chair for the tripod?
Oh yeah, do your thing, do your
Thank
thing.
you.
How you been?
I've been doing good. I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm gonna have some hot dogs and blueberry muffins.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to eat in the right way, but I gotta do what I gotta deal with.
It's the kind of weekend, you know. It's
And this is the thing, there's like some great food options around. I just haven't had time to go to them.
yeah, like just been trying to stay busy.
I mean, I hope that you ain't well and you're like, you're all good though.
My stomach has been a little bit upset, but I mean, my stomach gets upset like over like the weirdest types of food. So, well, not the weirdest types of food. Like what I mean is like the most common. Sometimes I'll eat like a burger and it gets upset. Sometimes I eat a burger like at another time and it doesn't. I don't know. It depends on the moment or just like, you know,
what I'm doing, like at cons, I'm very nervous, so my stomach tends to get upset a little bit more easily. And it's weird because I'll be like eating something I'll eat at home.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh.
It's like, I'm like pretty fine on the stage in front of people, but I gotta get like really well prepared.
Warmed up.
I'll never forget it because I think I was in elementary school and I grew up on stage.
You grew up on stage?
I grew
Oh,
up
you threw up.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't say, I had a what you call it? A science fair presentation to do in front of my 4th grade class, and it was as big as this room basically. With 50 people, and I said nothing for 5 minutes. Nothing. I said nothing. Absolutely nothing.
More chairs?
Yeah, am I allowed to grab more chairs? Is that
I was
okay?
actually gonna, oh yeah, definitely more chairs, and I was gonna like put some tables up there for you guys too.
Okay.
I'm just trying to move this gas room.
I was gonna say like, with how maybe small or anything it is.
Okay.
Like I was gonna
Wanna
more
chill like this?
more intimate.
Sure, we can chill.
Yeah, more because if anything, if nobody comes, we still have your your squad that's watching us.
We got
on the street.
We got 17 virtual people.
We have a squad right in front of us.
I just said that I grew up on this stage.
No.
I grew up on stage when I was in elementary school.
No, you good. I didn't say anything for 5 or 10 minutes.
So we can move the tables all good. We're all here,
I know, right?
Oh, there was some right there. I went behind. I went
Did y'all wanna
backstage.
be more intimate? Like, did y'all want to sit on the stage or did y'all
Yeah,
want
we
to
gotta sit on the stage, so we can
Oh,
put the table.
Oh.
It's only been used for like cosplay.
Gotcha.
Wherever you guys need to move it.
Oh, thank you.
We can like actually put it over there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Trina came in clutch with the string. Yeah, well,
I'm gonna get rid of that one here.
that's not fair.
In that case, I don't know if I need this chair anymore.
Probably not.
Let me see here.
Oh no, you're gonna get our double chins out of there.
Yeah. Well, if you guys
My
gonna.
double chin.
No, I got you guys.
Everyone else is fit.
In that case,
They've
this
been
would be.
asking questions too while
Dad bodding it up.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Are you dad bodding? I'm dad bodding right now, but I'm bloated right now. So
a lot of vacation this weekend.
more than I thought. More than I thought we do.
I'm eating good, that's why.
Homemade rice and chicken, rice and steak, some sashimi. What else? What else?
Bojangles.
Yo.
Did you eat our Bojangles?
Who ate Bojangles? Somebody ate Bojangles.
Abby had Bojangles.
Oh, she had it.
Yeah, she had Bojangles. How many people we got on the stream right now, Chris?
Got about 15.
15?
Okay.
That's actually as much as a regular panel, which is crazy.
Wow, we got. What's up, y'all?
Yo, you've been watching us this whole time.
Yeah, it's been great.
4 minutes. Wait, the whole con could arrive.
Yeah, we can get all the voice of Brandon.
Brandon,
Yo,
Brandon the man.
It's like we're gonna be giving a Q&A to the live streams.
Oh. Yeah, if anybody doesn't show up, we still got the live stream.
Yeah, so they could ask questions.
They can ask
Yeah.
questions.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you guys. Yeah, everyone in the chat, you guys can ask questions if you want.
Yeah.
You know, queue them up. Queue them up.
Voiceover questions, maybe some funny questions.
No shipping
No
questions.
shipping.
No
No
shipping.
No shipping questions.
No shipping
Keep
questions.
it
No
in your
unhinged.
pants. Keep it in your pants.
Ow! why
Keep
did
it PG.
you hurt?
Because it's hard, dog.
Dude, bruh.
Smacking stuff.
Stop smacking. I broke a kendo stick, by the way, this weekend.
It was great.
It was pretty weird. I'm not a trained wrestler. I don't think some of them were not happy with me with how I used that kendo stick. But I followed
Hey,
directions.
they
That's
told
what they
you to
told
hit
you.
as hard as you could, and you did.
You follow directions.
Dude, Derek Jeter would be so proud of how hard I swung.
Do that and that.
I'll save that question, Tony.
That was
Yeah, it
loud.
was real loud.
That was.
That was
loud.
great.
And the wrestling was cool too last night.
Mhm.
Apparently, I missed almost all of it.
No, we missed the last match. We
Mhm.
saw the first two.
That's the best part.
And you guys,
Yeah.
did you guys see the VOD?
No,
What?
they didn't
The
see
VOD. You like, I streamed the entire freaking
Oh
match.
no, yeah, no, I haven't seen any of it. I was like, I know you guys
Amazing.
recorded
It was the
so
greatest
I might
thing
go
ever.
look at that later. But yeah, it was the first two was pretty good. But yeah, we had before dinner we wanted to go to this retro game store
That's nice.
down the way before it closed. So we're like, we want to go check out some locals. We went out to a Battlegrounds. That place was dope.
That was so nice.
This is so cool. I was like, I want one of these.
They had a
Wow.
Blockbuster's gumball machine.
A gumball machine?
Yeah, a gumball machine. I was trying to take a video, but I didn't take the video.
You didn't, so me doing the thing
Yeah.
behind it didn't even get it. I thought I like even.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
just a waste of time.
Retro.
Huh?
That's a retro.
It is.
Yeah,
retro.
Blockbuster video gumball machine. That's childish.
It is
These kids
retro.
don't know what renting video games means or anything. They got Redbox, but it's not the same.
I never did Redbox.
I did.
People do Redbox,
Yeah, I never did Redbox.
but 2 minutes.
All
2
right.
minutes.
2 minutes, Spider-Man.
Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome, man.
Doing good.
How about you?
I'm tired. My allergies were acting up so
Ah.
this morning. I didn't sleep well because it was so cold.
Oh, your room is cold.
Yes.
Oh.
So cold. So cold.
I told you we could turn it up.
I did during the night, and it's still cold.
You gotta put on like 70 something.
70. You wait. Like
was
when
on 70.
we saw Abby, you know, they had theirs at
Abby's room was at like 62
62
degrees.
degrees.
God.
62.
I kept mine at 69.
Oh my god. Nice.
That was not on purpose.
Nice. Well, it's good that you did, Chris. But yeah, for me, I'm a little tired, a little.
I was tired as soon as I came here. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be antisocial. No, I don't want to be antisocial.
When you get to a con, it just happens.
Yeah.
No, I slept good both nights.
Both
Saturday
nights.
and
Good for
Sunday.
you.
Both nights.
Must be nice.
Good rest.
Must be nice.
Hey, good food, good rest, waking up, going to a con. That's,
Does it get better than that?
yeah, living the dream. And doing a panel now for the live stream.
Yes.
What I think it is.
Actually, now that I think about it, I can't extend this.
It is time.
It's just
So,
time. We have about 45 minutes.
hello, live stream and singular friends. How are you? We are some of the voice actors for the anime My Dear Friend Nokotan. Trina Duhart, Josh Bertillo, Donald Guzzi.
Hello.
And we're doing a little bit of a Q&A. We'll talk a little bit about our journeys and how we got here, and then kind of open the floor to anyone who may have questions, live stream included, about anything and everything regarding regarding voiceover journey, equipment, websites to look for roles, things like that. So, Trina, would you like to start?
Rocket,
You're the
scissors?
only one I haven't heard the story about yet.
Paper,
So.
scissors, shoot. I win.
Dang it.
I'm number one today. So this is the first time I'm doing this panel because this is my first convention ever. Yay! So thank you, Metrotham, for having me. I started my voice acting journey when I was watching anime, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon when I was a baby. 5 years old, 6 years old. I always thought it was so cool. In the morning, Saturday morning cartoons, I was like, there's a voice behind these characters. I want to do that. That sounds so cool. Like, little Pokemon talking like, Pikachu, all that. I want to do that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I want to tell myself back then, like, little me, you did it. You voiced in an anime now.
And the lead, too.
Yeah, and the lead, too, which is crazy. I never thought this would happen. Even though it's been like 20-something years later, it's all good.
Everyone's journey is different.
Yeah, right? It's all good. I didn't expect, to do any of this, honestly. So being here today is amazing, right? And I started getting serious about it when I was like a little older. I think I was like 20-something. I started doing like fan stuff when I was a little kid in middle school. I was a teenager, and I was like trying to watch anime while trying to do the character, like, oh, it's a high-pitched character, I'm gonna try that. Record on my little laptop microphone. It was terrible, it was bad, do not recommend. Well, as practice, yes, go ahead, go for it, but don't post it nowhere. And that started my journey, and then once I got a little older, I went online looking at different websites to try to audition for projects. And little did I know,
well, I got a role. And that started my whole journey. And while I went through it, I learned how to talk to different directors, learned how to work with different people, got with other voice actors, made friends with other voice actors.
Hello. Hello.
And other people, even online. Like, you'd be surprised how many people you meet remotely, or you meet them online first and then you meet them in person. Like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Hello.
And while you do it, just keep practicing if you can. Try to take classes with reputable people who also work in the business, and upgrade as you go. You don't have to get some expensive, crazy equipment when first starting off. You can just start with whatever you have now. Even putting a blanket over your head, a quilt, that can like soundproof your environment, which will really help. Or even in a closet with like a lot of clothes. What I did, I used like acoustic foam panels that I bought on Amazon, stick it to the wall, boom, 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 in a closet, bam.
Where's the costume contest?
Where is it?
I'm not sure. Oh.
But yeah, that's me. Go ahead, go.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay. Again, my name is Josh Portillo, and I've been doing this since 2018. I can't believe it's been that long already. I guess for me, my journey in acting has been kind of, I would not say odd, not even say peculiar, but just like kind of all over the place. So, growing up, I wasn't the most confident kid. Grew up as an obese kid, not very active, and with that, I felt like I couldn't really express myself a lot. And just as escapism, because I was dealing with other stuff as well, family stuff, all that jazz. Escapism was playing games, watching cartoons, a little bit of Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, a little bit of Cowboy Bebop, but that kind of like intertwined with the cartoons, with Ed, Edd n Eddy and Dexter's Lab. And then with games, I really gravitated towards, as I was getting older, like Metal Gear Solid, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and all those games had great voice acting, especially Sly Cooper 2. With the voice actors in that, they did a great job. And I always thought, man, those voices are so cool, and there's voices behind these characters, and I wonder how somebody can get into that. But again, growing up, not very, not very confident in myself, and just at that time around the early 2000s, I wouldn't say the internet was in its infancy, or I can never say the word, but its younger years of sending out information, as open as it is now. There wasn't a lot of answers to how to get into voice acting. It all just fell into acting, and I always thought as a younger kid, like at 7 or 8, I have to move to Los Angeles. I can't do that. I am poor, so I can't do that. So years went by. I got more into sports, so the arts didn't really, pan out for me, or just like it never fell into my lap. But around high school, like my senior year, I joked my way into chorale and into the musicale. I told my chorale teacher, I was like, yeah, I'll do the what are you doing? Musical. Yeah, I'll do that. High School Musical. And she's like, yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And I'm like, sure I am. All right. Now, my mother taught me to be a man of my word. So I was like, I guess I'm going to do it. So I did it. Excuse me. So we did Phantom of the Opera and Fiddler on the Roof that year. Then I went to college, did a few operas and helped out there, a few acting classes, but I just thought, like, I can't make a career out of acting. It's so unstable. It's so, it's a lot. Then my friend wanted to get into it, and he's like, yo, there's this cool video game series. It's called Danganronpa, and we need to play it together and voice all the characters. And I'm like, okay, I need something good to happen right now. I don't know what the heck I'm doing in college, so I guess we're gonna do it. We're gonna move in together, be roommates, and play these games and see what happens. Long story short, here I am. It went down the rabbit hole, got my equipment. We met different friends online. Some friends that I'm still friends with to this day after close to 7 years now. And that's a whole story in itself, you know, just the whole voiceover journey, but it's it snowballs. Like, you get your equipment, you start auditioning online, you find different auditions to do, you start to learn how to communicate with other actors and know the, you know, the boundaries, you know, how to respect their craft of what they do, what they want to do. It's a lot, but yeah, again, long story short, here I am. After the one reason of getting into voice acting for me was to help somebody. So, yeah.
All right. So me again, Donald Guzzi. I've been in voiceover for about, since 2014 is when I started, so coming on 11 years, I think, somewhere around there. So I, you know, grew up with the same thing, Cartoon Network and Toonami, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Outlaw Star, Dexter's Lab, Ed, Edd and Eddy. All those shows really shaped my childhood, and you know, I always used to do funny voices as a kid, and I never thought anything of voice acting. You know, I was like, oh, this is super cool, ha ha ha. You know, my parents thought I was going to be a marine biologist because I loved the ocean so much when I was a kid. But while I was in college, I was my degree was set for communication, film, video, and new media, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing something with my life, and I was like, you know what? I don't really know what this degree is. I don't know what this means. I have no idea what I can do with it. Went to my advisor and, you know, asked the question. I was like, what can I do with this degree? Like, what will this let me do? And she couldn't give me a straight answer. So I dropped out of college and immediately started going to I went to an audio engineering school. So I had the idea in my head that I was going to do live sound for concerts and stuff like that. So I went to audio school for audio engineering, and about halfway through, not halfway, it was like 3/4 of the way through, we got to the section about post-production, which is like film and sound design and mixing for voiceover, things like that. And I was like, yo, this is dope. I want to do that. So I completely pivoted, went into that, and fresh out of school, I got a job at a dubbing house in Miami called Universal Synergia Dubbing. And I started over there as a quality control engineer, so I would watch dubbed content, like English and Spanish, even though I didn't know Spanish, but it was mostly for, basically, like if anything was long, short, flubbed, you know, things like that. Basically anything that's wrong with the content, I would send back to the directors, they'd re-record it, it'd come back to me, I'd approve it, and it would go out the door. So while I was there, I was like, wait a minute, they're doing voiceover stuff here, voice acting. I was like, I want to try this. And it took about 6 months of me bugging the casting director, and he was, you know, eventually he just got so sick of me. He was like, all right, if I give you something, would you shut up? Would you just stop? Try and like stop. And I was like, yeah. And you know, and I did it, and he was, I'm not gonna say I was amazing, I wasn't, but I was better than anyone who was like just brand new green, just because, you know, I had practiced, I had been doing it on, not dubbing, but like, you know, I'd been working in the field for about 6-7 months, so I kind of understood the process a little bit. So from there, he started giving me small things here and there, and this studio in particular used to do, not used to, they still do, they do a lot of like telenovelas, like Telemundo and Brazilian soap operas and things. They would dub in English, and they would go, there's a huge market in Africa for dubbed telenovelas into English. It's wild. If you look up Telemundo Africa, they eat it alive. It's amazing. They were doing a casting for one of the shows. I can't remember which one exactly, but they'll usually audition 3 people, send it to the client for approval, and one guy, the day that things had to go out, he didn't show up, and they're like, well, crap, we need to send a 3rd person, and they're like, just send Donald, it's fine, he won't get picked. Well, I did. So that was, I ended up getting a lead role, and I can't say it was amazing, it wasn't, but you know, it set me on a better course, and they're like, okay, he can handle bigger stuff, so I started getting more roles that way and things like that. And then, you know, Gintama came along in 2016, had a lot of small roles in that, and then come to last year, Nokotan. So it took, you know, as we were saying, everyone's journey is different. It took about 10 years to like really get something really, really big and really, really cool like this. But yeah, so that's kind of everyone's journey. So if we want to, we'll open up the floor to any Q&As from either the stream or anyone here. Anything is no shipping questions. We don't do that here.
We don't.
But yeah. So.
Is this a full-time are you all full-time voice actors?
No, I'm not. So my day job, I'm military, I'm US Navy.
Cool for your
Active
service.
duty.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. For me, I am full-time, and it was a jump. This might be a little long-winded answer, but my friends were bugging me about it in 2021 specifically, because they saw how much I was starting to get passionate about it, and they were like, dude, you gotta take the dive now. You're young. And I'm like, here I am, I'm like, but I'm almost 30. I'm like, they're like, we don't care.
You're young.
Do it.
Still young.
Do it, you dork. But, they convinced me, had a few, heart-to-hearts with some of my boys back at home, and they're like, dude, even if you fail, like, you've gotta try. Because if you don't try, you're gonna have regrets the rest of your life. And we know that you can do it. And the other thing is, I've always been impatient. I've always been impatient and very competitive with myself and unfortunately with others. And it's like, I get scared of that because I know how I can get with those qualities, those traits. And they're like, well, that's just part of growing up, man. You gotta just deal with it. But still, like, you gotta take all that and just take the dive. So I did. And that was in 2022. And it's been rewarding. It's been the most difficult thing. Being your own boss, scheduling, being disciplined, sometimes having to stay up until 1 or 2 a.m. and then waking up at 7 to do something else, getting ready for another session with another studio remotely. And also just dealing with, the constant, how am I gonna market myself? How am I going to make myself pop? Like, show yourself in front of people. How am I gonna get better? Can I afford this class? Can I afford this equipment? Am I good enough? Do I have these qualities? Do I have to get good at accents? It's a lot. And, as you keep growing, you start to see what you're good at, you start to see what you're not good at, and you start to, try to throw your strengths out more for people to see while you work on your weaknesses. While all managing your money, your budgeting, being realistic with yourself. Do I need to get a job soon? Because this economy stinks. It's a lot. But I would never tell anybody to not do it. If they can take the dive, if they have the means, I would say do it. Now, if you don't, if you have not saved up, if you're not in a good situation, like with a roof over your head, with roommates maybe, that support you in your endeavors, then I would say, please take some time to think about it, because it is a load. People just think it's like, well, you're just in a closet voicing stuff. It's more than that. It's definitely, you're your own boss, you're your own, it's about, unfortunately, it's like 30 to 40% is the acting, and then the other 60 or even 70% is the marketing, talking, being respectful to others, and being genuine to everybody. Because if you're just in it because I've seen people try to use me, they're like, yo, can you just get me into this? It's like, you have no relationship with me. You do not even know me. We haven't even had a conversation before. You have to get to know me, and that goes, likewise. Like, I can't just go up to somebody and just say, yo, that was an awesome anime. Can you get me in? Can you get me in? How'd you get into that? How'd you get into that? Rude. Very rude. And, as you can probably hear from my voice, I'm very passionate about it. The other thing is, too, I'm remote. I'm based in Orlando, Florida. So, and I've always had this, I guess, chip on my shoulder saying, I gotta work a little bit harder than everybody else to get myself out there, because it just doesn't come to me. It's starting to a little bit, but that was from years of just constant, even when I was doing my day job. I did classes at my day job. I would be acting, doing a monologue, be like, oh my God, my mother, hi, how you doing? Hi, let me go get that package for you. You have to show commitment if you want to do this full time. And now if you want to do it as a hobby, that's totally fine. But if you want to do it full time, you have to be ready for it.
So mine will not be as long-winded.
Sorry.
So I was full-time at one point. I lived in South Florida pretty much my entire life, up until 2 years ago now. I moved up to Atlanta. We moved up because my wife got a really, really good job opportunity, and we moved up, and she was like, "Hey, now's the time. We've got some money saved up. We've got whatever. Like, take this year and try to do the full-time voice acting." And I was like, "Bet." Immediately lost every single client I had. It was arguably one of the worst years of my entire life. It was rough, because again, I lived in Miami, so like all the studios down there, while I would record in studio and remotely for them down there, but since I wasn't local and I didn't have the option anymore, they were still trying to stop using remote until they realized they couldn't. But yeah, like I lost my clients, I lost my audiobook people, like just disappeared, and it was a really rough time. Tried streaming for a little while, and like it was cool, it was fun, but then it got to the point where it was like, the year's coming to an end and I really have nothing to show for it. I was like, all right, I guess I need to go get a job and basically start over. Which is really hard when you're already 10 years into the business. It's like you gotta rebuild everything from the ground up, and that does happen. But there's a studio I had worked for remotely called Graphic Audio. If anyone is unfamiliar, they do full cast, full sound effect audiobook adaptations, kind of like audio plays. Really, really cool stuff. And I had recorded with them a handful of times throughout COVID and things like that, and I went to Dragon Con, and they happened to have a booth at Dragon Con, and I went and I said hello, and like the one of the directors there, he was like, "Oh yeah, I've worked with you before, I recognize, know your name, blah blah blah, whatever," and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna shoot my shot. And I had been directing for about seven years or so at this point, on and off, and I was like, "Hey, are you guys hiring for directors?" And he was like, "Not right now, but we will be." And I gave them my information, and then within a couple months, I work full-time now for Graphic Audio as a director. So while I am not full-time voice acting, I am still very much in the industry present. Just no longer in dubbing, I'm working more in the audiobook sector, and still very rewarding, a lot of fun, tons of really cool work, and yeah, multiple facets of voiceover. You dubbing, anime, audiobooks, video games, visual novels, commercials, things like that. There's so many other different avenues you can take. So like, if one isn't quite working out for you, you might find your niche somewhere else.
I have a question for you, Donald.
Okay.
Is it appropriate to say what you've been working on currently?
Sure, yeah. Currently I'm working on, if there are any fantasy fans in the building, I'm directing Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive Book 5 currently. Part 1 just came out a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I entered recording for Part 3 this, actually right before this convention. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. If anyone's familiar with Sanderson's work, you understand the Cosmere is vast and mysterious. But it's been tons of fun and incredible to be able to work on a Sanderson property in a real in an official capacity, so to speak. But yeah. Any other questions? Anything from?
Yes. What avenues would you say bring in the most work for you? As in, like, I don't know, casting call club, maybe Twitter, maybe rosters, maybe networking. Where do you find the most work and most maybe profitable, if that's a separate question?
So for me personally, I do a lot of stuff under a pseudonym, and that's probably all where I will leave that. Pays the bills very, very, very nicely. Yeah, for me, that's most of it, and I still do work relatively frequently with some of the studios down in Miami now that they kind of were like, all right, we're not going to get rid of remote now. I think, yeah, Casting Call Club and Twitter are like two big avenues. Surprisingly enough, there's market's just saturated, so you're not gonna win everything. But yeah, you guys might have a little bit of a better insight.
Good. For me, I would have to say Recently, live action dubbing has been good to me. Live action dubbing can be weird because if you ever get into it, you know that there are hot spots during the year where projects come in. Recently, it's been kind of slow because of just stuff that's going on in the industry, and it's wild to see how big the industry is, and then how much of a small world the industry is, and how much some projects are connected to this company's going through this. Oh yeah, this is going through the strikes right now. Or I know the strikes have been paused, or stuff has happened, but back then, yeah. But recently, live action dubbing has been good. You know, just finding auditions through Casting Call Club and X, Twitter, has been good. Twitter mostly for me, but how I've kind of grown, I guess, you know, ever since like 2021, 2022, is cold calling and emailing and just reaching out to indie devs, a few studios here and there, and just having, you know, having things ready, having a website ready, having a demo ready, having all that stuff. All my preparation that I've done, you know, over the years, you know, preparation meets opportunity. And, you know, I feel like some people are just like, but, you know, I reached out, but I didn't get anything. It's like, well, did you have anything prepared? Have you been practicing on your free time? Have you been, you know, have you gotten to the point where people are like, yeah, you should get a demo? Again, just having that all prepared now and just, you know, sending it out to people, preparation, opportunity. That's been me. So currently, yeah, dubbing and then reaching out to different developers. Yeah.
For me, kind of the same thing. I totally recommend for beginners Casting Call Club and X social media, VA retweets. There's also Voice Acting Club, the Discord server. Also, I would recommend there too. You can find paid and unpaid projects, so you can audition for which one you like. I also am on Voices 1, 2, 3, but you have to pay first in order to audition for the stuff, so that can be kind of
It's a necessary evil.
yeah. I made enough to pay that back, so it's a profit for me, but you pay every year, so it could be kind of good or kind of bad depending on what job you actually book. Along with that, I'm also on some voice acting agency talent rosters too, and there's one that I'm in that they send a lot of casting call and auditions for many different commercials, and that's where the industry really at. Commercials are I would say is the biggest money, the big money, but it's more fun to do characters personally, but you just gotta do everything, right? So the agency that, I'm in a couple of them, but the one that gives like the most work personally that I see from is AB2 Talent. They're from LA, Cali area.
Yep, AB2 Talent's really good.
Say that, what is AB what?
AB2 Talent,
AB2.
but you gotta be in the industry to get that call back.
Yeah, agencies are one of those things. It's kind of like you kind of need to have work to back up a reason for them to put you on there, you know.
Have a commercial demo ready. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah.
I was gonna say, they don't, because like agencies don't make money unless you do. So it's like they need to know that you're gonna be able to book them projects, otherwise what's the point? So you have to have something to show for it before you can really get in the agency. Some people get really lucky and they're just like, you know, lightning in a bottle, right place, right time. But yeah.
Any other questions?
How do you guys feel that AI is going to affect the industry in the next decade?
So, yes, AI is terrible. Let's get that out of the way. I don't think any of us like AI. Is it going to be a problem? I feel like it might not be as big of a problem as a lot of people think it will be. It is 100% a problem, and it will take people's jobs away. But I do because AI, if you're unfamiliar, AI is already taking over the audiobook space. Like Audible is like slammed with AI audiobooks, and they are being dragged through the mud for it. So thankfully for that, they suck. So like, you know, AI can do a lot of things, and I'm sure in the future it will get to the point where it could potentially take our work from us. However, you know, that's what SAG, you know, everyone's been striking for AI protection. So I'm hoping that, you know, as time goes on, those AI protections get stronger and bigger. Like, I don't, you know, Mid-Journey, OpenAI, a bunch of them are getting sued by the government and things like that for copyright infringement. I think Disney just filed against one of them too now because of copyright infringement, because it's all on stolen, you know, they train it on stolen stuff. Yeah, AI sucks. It is 100% a threat. However, I think, you know, if we play our cards right and, you know, fight the important battles, that it won't become as big of a danger as it currently is posed to be later on.
I think it's something that's it's going to be used as a tool, but then I don't want it to be used to take away people's jobs. And that's, yeah, I'm not about it. Yeah, everything that he said, basically, I'm just going to echo. I just don't want it to take people's jobs. I think with the arts, there has to be a human touch. There has to be human emotion, and something authentic. Nothing perfect. If it's perfect, then it's not. To me, it's like that's not acting. Acting needs to be imperfect. It needs to be, you know, raw emotion from the heart in the moment. You know, but that's just me. I can get super deep into that, but we're gonna save that. We're gonna save my opinions, so I don't get too fired up over it. Great question though.
Yeah, well, for sure.
So there was this Chinese anime that they used AI
Oh,
dubbing
yeah.
in
Oh,
English,
God, it was so
and
bad.
it was not good.
You know what it's called?
It-
It's not good
it-
now.
It's not.
But.
You're absolutely right.
I don't want it to get good. That's
Yeah.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's inevitably going to get good.
That's why
what
we
I
need
was wanting to
protections.
know is like,
That's-
the fact that it's inevitable and it's not stoppable, how do you guys feel like it's going to affect, you know?
Well, then we wouldn't have this, right? It'd be an
Yeah.
AI robot. We can't come to conventions anymore. You're gonna hire the AI to come to conventions? No.
Yeah, you gotta think about that
Right?
too, yeah.
I'm-
You lose voice actors, you lose a lot of old conventions and stuff too, you know, like, there's a whole lot of other, I'm so sorry.
No, you go ahead, go ahead.
No, yeah, it's just, you lose, there's so much more than just the acting that you'll lose, but.
You can't have these experiences that we want, right? Also, I want AI to wash my dishes and do lawn mowing and fold my clothes, not acting, not artwork, right?
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
AI should be for.
Yeah, agree. But yeah, it's, you know, the inevitability of it is scary, but again, that's why, you know, protections are so important, because like, you know, there are so many people who are calling saying, down with AI needs to go. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Like, AI is not going anywhere, and that is the unfortunate truth. It is here to stay. It's too lucrative for so many other businesses. It's not gonna go anywhere. So you need to pick your battles. You know, shouting into the ether saying down with AI, unfortunately, isn't going to do anything, but fighting for protections will. You know, that just means like, sure, if there are people who wanna opt in and do AI and have their voices be in AI, then great, more power to them. You know, they can sign that waiver, they can get paid that, and then they lose their voice, that's it. You know, but they're, you know, if that ain't protections, like, you know, if I don't want my voice being used for AI, and it doesn't, and they can't use it, like, is that gonna take away some work? Sure, it's not gonna take away everything, because as we're seeing, it's not there. And we just need those protections in place so that, you know, when it does inevitably get there, that we will be safe, we will still be able to work, and we will still be able to, you know, bring life into a character instead of a robot, so to speak. There was something else I wanted to add to that, and I completely lost my train of thought on it. Oh, for the record, getting asked to do AI work is incredibly appealing. Don't do it. I got offered before AI was where it is today, probably it was maybe a year or two before COVID, I got asked to do a AI thing where it was basically, I would voice every single character, and they would use clones on my voice to be other people, and it was like 20 grand. It was 20 grand for like maybe 20 hours of work. So I was like, yo, that sounds dope. Maybe, but then that was also when the Siri lawsuit was happening way back when. So I was like, I don't want to end up like Siri. so I'm gonna say no. And they were like, are you serious? You're gonna turn down $20,000? And I was like, yeah. And I've already made more than that since then, just doing voiceover alone. So I'm like, that's, you don't want, yeah, like, it's appealing. They try to make it really, really, they're like, come on, sell your soul. Give into the dark side.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I can add to that, but was one different question, if anybody has one.
Any?
So, I mean, I have a story, but it's kind of, it goes off of that. If there's anybody else that has a different question, though.
Did Chad have anything before we dive into story time?
Well, one person just had a shipping question. It's not that kind of ship. It's not that kind of shipping question. It's like if you wanted to own a ship, what kind of ship would you own?
Millennium Falcon, dude, or a gal, or how you identify yourself. Yeah, Millennium Falcon.
I want a yacht.
Yeah.
Serenity, baby.
Oh, Serenity,
Serenity,
yo.
man.
Serenity,
From,
give me that
school
Firefly
days.
ship. Yo. The show that was supposed to keep going for like 10 seasons, but no.
Thanks, Fox.
No. Well, I do have a story related to that.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I was going through a rough time about 2 years ago. It's gonna get kind of deep, if that's okay. Is that all right? We're gonna get kind of deep. So, my mom was going through a lot of health issues, and it was like you just have to keep working, right? Do voiceover work. And I had this person come up to me, basically online, and it was the same thing as Donald. It was 50,000. I was like, I can do a lot with that. But my mom was like, never sell your effing soul to that. Never. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it as a human. You're gonna do it with raw emotion, I did not teach you to sell your soul. And she's like, I don't care where AI is gonna go. I don't care if like it takes over or anything. She's like, you worry about stuff all the time, and you're doing it again. Well, do what I taught you in the moment. Act in the moment, raw emotion. I almost took it because of the money. And unfortunately, I said yes. Then I had to talk with my friend Shakira about it. She's like, that's very disappointing. I don't think you understand how many people look up to you, Josh. You lose a lot of that. And she's like, I'm getting kind of shaken up about talking about it. She's like, you say like, don't sell yourself, be authentic, and you're not authentic right now. You'll be $50,000 richer and you might get more, but that one thing that's really like valuable to be an actor, respect, you'll lose like that. Everything you worked for, everything that your mom taught you, you throw away. So I went back to the client and said no. I was like, screw that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I said yes. I was desperate. I thought I was doing the right thing. I said no. And then they ended up saying no to all of it. And now that company is trying to not do that. But I guess and I did that before she died. So it doesn't matter, like, to me, it doesn't, like, you can believe in AI, I really don't give a crap. But for me, there's a human thing behind why I say no. And for artists, that's how we make our craft, is by raw emotion and by acting with our heart, and it comes from a real place. If that comes from a machine, it could be great. It could be better than me. I've had a lot of people better than me. There are a lot of people better. Some of the people upstairs are better than me.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a machine and them? Well, of course, it doesn't matter. I have to do it, in a human way and do it, I don't know. I just think that, you know, with that kind of stuff, it just needs to be human. That's it. I'm very passionate about this stuff, so, yeah.
To turn the coin, though, in terms of legacy, if you're in an established franchise or you have an established character and you pass away, how would you like that legacy to continue? Do you want to appease the fans and allow that character to continue? If that character continues beyond your life, would you want that to happen, or would you want that to be recast?
I would want it to be, speaking from the heart, to you, I'd want it to be recast. I really do. That's why, I don't know if you know this series, I really like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's an anime. I love that because it really shocked me when Jonathan Joestar, the first Joestar, died. And I'm just like, what do you mean? And now it's Joseph? Who the heck is this guy? And then you start to like him and like, you know, Goofy and all that stuff. And then he gets older. And it's like, okay, I was getting close to Joseph, now what? Then you go to Jotaro. And it's like, he's just, I don't want to, he's just a bad egg. You know, he's just Clint Eastwood, he's different, but it's like in a different skin. Different person, same lineage, different person, and, you know, kind of handles the Joestar legacy in his own way. And then you go to Josuke, who is kind-hearted, but still a little bit has that Jotaro in him. And then you go to Giorno, who is completely away from everybody and is doing his own thing. And then you go back to Jolene, who is very much, you know, she's the daughter of Jotaro, you know, 16, 17, I forgot, 18, I forgot the age in the anime, but handles stuff her own way. I could keep going. Then there's Johnny in part 7. Then there's Josuke, part 8. Totally different people. And then there's part 9 that just came out. That's just mine. I would want it to be recast, but it's like a lineage thing. It's like Josh Portillo was the first. Then it's, I'm going to make up a name, Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith is the second. But everybody will know that Josh started it. And it's like, it's a tradition. And who's going to carry on that legacy? It's like passed down will, basically. And the thing is, though, too, what I respect is, like, with James Earl Jones, he allowed it. That's his decision, and I respect that. While I don't I don't agree with AI, I'm not going to go against James Earl Jones. That's his decision, and he's earned that right, you know. And he's, you know, unfortunately he's not here anymore. But that's how he wanted to carry on his legacy, and that's just how I would want it, you know, to be recast and kind of continue that lineage, honestly.
I think for me it would depend. Like it would depend on the role. Like if I was ever in a role like James Earl Jones being Darth Vader, such an iconic thing, I think in some capacity I would allow my likeness to be like reused, but I would say like, yo, you're not making Darth Vader a new villain. You know, you're not completely, you know, you're not doing that. But like if he shows up in like a cameo, says a couple things to the main character, yada yada, whatever, and then disappears, like, you know, I'm okay with that. And then also making sure I work a deal that like me and mine, like my family, my people who come after me, anything like that, would be able to benefit from that. You know, like, but I wouldn't just straight up sell my entire soul for that. It would, I mean, you know, I'd be dead. So technically it wouldn't matter. But like, you know, I wouldn't want to soil in my eyes, I wouldn't want to soil the legacy that way. So I'd be like, you know, if they wanted to use certain things to be like, hey, there's a cameo or there's like a whatever, a reference, anything like that, like I would say something like that would be all right. But like, you are not going to be using my likeness and or voice for something completely and totally brand new. And like, you know, because then it's not me anymore, like at all. Like, you know, a cameo is one thing. Using my voice to redo a couple lines here and there, things like that, like that can be okay if I'm dead. But like, I'm not gonna let someone completely replace something with something I never actually did in a full capacity like that. I think.
Like the other side of that is Bruce Willis, right? Where he's got a disease, he can't talk anymore. So he sold his likeness and his voice
for future projects. Would you consider that okay?
This is their prerogative, to be honest. You know, like that's the thing. For me, I'm one of those people. I'm like, do I hate AI? Absolutely. But if you're someone who wants to do that, more power to you. You know, like I'm never gonna judge people for doing things like that because like everyone's in it for different things. And like you never know what someone's financial situation is. You never know who may be in the hospital. You know, like Josh just said, 50 grand is a lot of money. Like that could have done a lot of things for family, for health, for anything, you know. So like, it's a very slippery slope in my opinion. But for me, I'm like, look, if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. Am I going to respect you? Probably not. But like, my judgment doesn't matter. Like, I'm just some dude on, you know, I'm just some person. You know, my opinion doesn't matter to you. It doesn't make your choices for you. It doesn't support your family. It doesn't make you money. So like, you know, if they want to do it, more power to them.
For the Mario voice actor, he retired recently because he's getting really old, and they recasted him with a new younger actor who sounds just like him, right? So I think that can happen too, and nobody's gonna forget the original Mario.
Right.
That's the OG.
Right.
So personally, I'm fine with the recast if it's like that.
Yeah.
That's cool, and it's still a human.
I think it just means just staying in your own lane. Like if someone wants to do it, great. If not, also great. Like it's like I'm just gonna stay on my path, stay on what I was taught and all that stuff. But yeah, fantastic questions. I know we're kind of going up on. We got about
a couple more minutes, maybe one or two. If anyone else has any other, I'd ask chat, but our chat handler has
Chris
buggered off somewhere.
But what happened to Chris?
He vanished into the ether.
But yes, yeah.
In studio versus at home studio, have you guys had experiences for this versus that? Which one's better? Which one do you like better?
I like them both.
Yeah.
Remote is awesome because I could just wake up, throw on some sweatpants, hop in the booth, and get good. Or not get good, but you know what I mean. Like get in the rhythm.
Uh-huh.
But there is something nice about being able to like go outside and like socialize with people. Like there are merits to both. I will always prefer remote over in studio, but there are definitely times where like sometimes you're just like, damn, I wish I could like go in like with graphic audio, like they're based in Maryland, so I am 100% remote. There's a handful of other directors who are as well, but it's sometimes, you know, every Wednesday they all go into the building and like, man, do I wish I could go into the building and at least like, you know, I moved from Florida to Georgia. I have no friends, no family. It's just me and my wife, you know, and all my neighbors around me, they're really cool, but they're a lot older than me. I can't relate to them too much, you know, so it's like, there's that sentiment of that loneliness you get. So I'm like, damn, I do wish I could go into the studio and like meet my coworkers, hang out with the director, do whatever, but there's merit in both. So I prefer remote, but you know, having the option is nice.
I have not done in studio yet. I've been all remote, and I would love to do in studio soon. But until that comes, I mean, remote has done a lot for me. There are, you know, pros and cons to everything, but remote's been good. You know, working at your own speed, at your own leisure. The farther you get into it, you got to make your own schedule too, of course. But yeah, it's been good.
Who doesn't like working from home?
Exactly.
Personally, that's what I like. That's what I want to do. In my PJs. As soon as I wake up, do some work, go back to sleep.
That's good.
Maybe one more question.
Anything from chat? Anything not
there was
degenerate?
one person who DM'd me on Discord to ask you all. Let me see here. What was the recording process when it came to Nokotan? Like, what was the direction? Like, what was the process?
So try not to take up too much time. So with dubbing, I'm not entirely sure how they do it over in Crunchyroll. I imagine it's somewhat identical. You don't really know what you're going to get until you show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the audition process was like, hey, we've got this anime, and I was like, I've never heard of you guys, but whatever, I'll do it. And you know, did the audition. I was like, oh wow, this is real cool. And then I show up in session, and they're like, all right, dope, you're the narrator. And I was like, oh, so I'm just the guy going to be saying all the episode titles, not realizing the narrator is I'm sorry, the dopest character. No, you know, you show up and you don't get to really view things beforehand. They'll basically be like, hey, here's the episode, this is what's gonna happen, ready to go, and you're in, that's it. You don't get a lot of time to prep, you don't get, you might get, you can ask, be like, hey, can we watch the scene real quick just so I can whatever, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, and they'll do that, but it's a lot of, you show up, within 10 minutes, you're in it, and yeah, it's very quick.
Yeah, I mean, I have not a lot to add, but you know, we just like recorded off of a platform online that the studio that we were recording with uses, and it's really hard to explain how the platform works because it's a very complicated platform. But yeah, we just connect with the director on that platform. We see the screen or the footage. And you know, there's a group of probably 1 or 2 or 3 episodes that we do at a time. If we're lucky, maybe just 1, I don't know. But we just record the lines, and you know, us as the actors, we're just they're recording, and we're just acting. And I'm not an engineer by any means, but that's how the process was. Just loading up on the platform. And then after an hour or 2, we'd be done, and they do all the post work after. And that, again, I don't have a lot of experience in that, so I won't explain it. Yeah.
And that's all the time we have, so thank you for coming to our panel. Yay! You can see us downstairs if you want to talk more. First floor, vendor hall.
Yes, I think, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. People are trying to come in.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for attending, y'all.
Yeah.
I got to have some like awesome iPad.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
Calendar.
Yeah. Calendar's full constantly on certain.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Double duty.
Double duty.
We must go. Thank you.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you are! Wow. Right a winch. Get over here.
Yeah, we put up the time.
Couple questions from chat. Yeah. The shipping question about what ship you would want, like ship. And I was like, all right, smart.
can't ask a shipping question right now.
May the Schwartz be with you.
I can't wait for the second movie.
I know.
Yeah, Mel Brooks is going to be 100 years old by the time it comes out. Heck yeah. Keep forgetting this con is mixed fandom. Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of Star Wars.
A lot of Star Wars, a lot of anime, a lot of comics, a lot of everything. A lot of wrestling. It's a very controversial topic.
It is, man. Like,
It's real though.
it is.
It is. Yeah.
That's why that's why I always say I'm like the people who are shouting from the rafters that it needs to be your God. I don't disagree. But like, it's not gonna be.
The most you can do is like suppress it.
That's exactly why like protections, you know, like hey, if someone wants to sell their soul to veterans, then hey, let them. You know, great. More power to you. There will always still be something for human connection. You know, like,
Trina should challenge Ted to buy us if she sees him. The wrestler.
the AI audio. Which I love. Like, yeah, it's true. Spotify too. I hate Spotify because Spotify has like a clause in your thing now. If you put every new post on there, they can yeah. So it's like I was like, yeah, whenever I write my first like audio book or anything like that, I was like, yeah, you put it on Spotify.
Bless you, Nico.
Yesterday he had on a stained glass. Today he has on a black shirt that has all the warming buttons on it. Yes. Next thing you were doing high water.
Isn't that a beautiful
So we get like a 9-hour.
I mean, yes. Because I knew there was someone I had played World Cup with. Pretty sure still the Navy. I mean, yeah.
I started looking at the list of things.
So actually, right, it's a change because no volunteer here.
But I'm going to be kicking the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone streaming nearby.
Yeah, that is
Hello.
I want to get to it so badly. You have to. It's so good. I seen all over TikTok about it. And then I only got to the part where she got stuck. And then I stopped. It's so cute. Thank you for my video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you guys live on Twitch?
Yes, we are. Yes, of course, right there on the camera. Oh, no.
Hi. Wait, what's your guys' Twitch? I'm so sorry.
Admiral Trina.
Can you guys put that down? I'm so like. I'm so sorry, man. It's so cute though. I have a friend who's so obsessed with this anime. Like he has his profile, he has his background. He got everything up with him.
Bring something back for
Hi guys.
Hello.
Have a great day. Bye guys.
There you go. You're gonna get on the floor. Nope, behaving as you should, Tony. Question for the Nokotan crew: What was one thing in your life that made you go, "How'd that happen?" For example, for me, when I was a kid, all I did was jump curb and somehow broke both my big toes. When you have the chance, I'm guessing you're getting more people coming. Oh yeah, I'll ask that.
Mine was when I was working out and I accidentally broke my kneecap, so I had to get surgery the next day. I was like, how did this happen?
How'd it happen?
I was like, how? How did I hurt myself?
I've never actually broken a limb. It was very like there were so many times when I should have broken a limb because I was always like doing dangerous stuff, you know what I mean? And somehow I never broke anything and never. I did lose a lot of teeth, just not. I never really broke anything. Hey, that's always been good. There was a very interesting documentary I saw about like the. Have you ever seen like the cheese race where they're all going down the hill and they're trying to chase the cheese? The hills are very steep and like people are absolutely flying down
Yes,
the hill.
I've seen it's an event somewhere in Europe, right? Where they go running, they run down the hill. And like, oh my god.
They just throw down a cheese wheel down a hill, and the first one to make it down the hill wins. Now there was like a documentary of someone who has been doing that race for like 5 years in a row, and they never broke a bone. And they for some reason they wanted to break a bone all their life. So they're like, I want to break my arm. I don't know. Man. Like it's very interesting. And they were like, okay, this is the very last race I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to be just moving on from everything. And as soon as she finishes that race, she finally broke her arm. She was like, yes, I'm so happy. I finally got what I wanted. It was great to listen to you guys about the stuff you were telling. I like it. Thank you, 14. Yeah, a lot of things have been said, a lot of cries, a lot of happy stories.
Hey, like the panel?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys got a lot of responses whenever you were like telling your stories. It was like, yeah, I understand the process. I don't like AI, stuff like that. They were loving it.
What about my yacht? Y'all like my yacht?
Colton loved your yacht.
Serenity.
No, not me, Tony. I was talking about a documentary that someone wanted to break their arm so badly. I never broke a limb in my life, and I'm kind of happy about that.
It got canceled after the first season because this is before like TV shows were like really following like stories and stuff. It's like the first episode of Firefly is 2 hours long. And at the time, Fox was like, nah, screw that. So they aired the series out of order. So like they aired like episode 2 and then like episode 4. Like they aired it and it everything up and it got hit. And then it came out on Blu-ray and people were on DVD and people were able to actually watch it and they're like, this is amazing. And then they were able to close out the series with a movie called Serenity and it was really good, but like it was everything that I wish we could have gotten more, but then it turned out Joss Whedon turned out to be a really good douche. So
That's it.
Thank you very much. Ooh. You don't think I'm missing.
Yeah.
I will take a miss.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Ooh, he's cute.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, he's cute.
And then a lot of times people will have a leftover. So like, so like a bunch of, there were like 6 people sitting there. And we just,
Just give me a second.
so they flop. I which saves them. And then I go to the spot with my spot.
Sorry for that.
You know this one.
That's
Stupid Vines, yeah. I introduced that to Bae the other day. Now she won't stop saying it. It's just like,
I saw him on like this one YouTube channel that was trying to like give him a cameo, and then I was like, who is this? Who's Shark Puppet? Who is that? Who even is this?
From the day of Vine, man.
From the day of Vine.
One of the most short-lived, like, social media platforms.
Yeah,
like,
once Vine basically died, he was making a YouTube channel, and that was moving on to TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok kind of saved Vine in a way, if you know what I mean.
TikTok is basically Vine if you were allowed to
do a lot of shit.
Do more than 6 seconds. That was what I liked about Vine, was that you really had to get creative. Like, I mean, you only have 6 seconds to work with, right? So it's like, some of the comedy ones were hella funny, but like, there were some Vines that were like just really, really good and creative, because, you're like, I only got 6 seconds, gotta do the thing. Well, I was one of my favorites, chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because they're not kids. And that was Smosh, if you didn't know. That was one of the guys from Smosh. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just, look at all those chickens. Like, just so many just short, portable, like, whatever, and then TikTok is like, so I think TikTok started, it was like a minute, right?
Yeah.
And then now they're like,
now they're
they
10
just let
minutes.
you, Which I'm like, but at the same time, if I don't have to scroll through 8 different videos to finish the story, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Mess up the screen and then, okay. So yeah, like I was saying, the only things I ever like saw from Vine were Heartstop Lucas and that guy who says story times.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't get into voice acting.
Me too.
Or he might have. He's probably doing a lot of.
Because he always had like that fancy voice whenever he would like talk to people.
Yeah, he's got a really good commercial voice for sure. Like, so I'm like, if he hasn't capitalized on any of that, he's missing out, because he would kill in that market.
I mean, sure, it's not like he needs to, but like he definitely could.
Yeah, and like I'm sure he's doing fine.
Absolutely.
So like, it's just there's so many classic, stupid skits and things on Vine that really get me. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's so like, I don't think I ever actually downloaded Vine. I think I watched compilations while Vine was a thing. Because I had a Vine, I maybe made like 1 or 2 videos and then kind of like, but like, I always used to watch the compilations because at the time I would say my attention span was a little bit better. So, I would just watch like 10 minutes of just stupid Vine skits. Yeah, it was it did not last long at all. It was a couple of years and then it was dead. I think TikTok is what killed Vine. I remember back when TikTok was just like, you know, furries doing lip sync things, you know, like I remember seeing ads for TikTok and like, release that. No, I'm good. And yeah, then it became like the new thing. Now it's even getting into dubbing, dude.
I know.
Like all these vertical films, we're literally dubbing entire movies to be consumed like this.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. It's wild.
I've seen a lot of good voice actors like going on TikTok. It's like, oh my god, this is really good. There's this one guy I saw recreating some scenes from Breaking Bad, and I just put message for voice acting.
I don't, but I'm also not full time. You know, like not for like a Trump. I definitely don't. You don't need an agent, but they will help you get bigger, higher profile.
So I'm mostly just operating by myself, but I'm on that cusp of like, should I not do it?
Yeah, there's nothing hurting trying. Like the worst that'll happen is
It is an anime cosplay, but it's also from her visual novel, Tony.
I mean, yeah, and
She's our neighbor.
Chicago. Yeah.
There's 1 or 2 agencies that do operate in Chicago. I was going to say if you were like New York or whatever. Being a local and having a local agency helps a lot. If you're in New York, it's a lot easier to get into a New York agency. There's a few, like, you know, same thing with Atlanta, like there's a handful of agencies in a certain like, you know, so I'm like, all right, well maybe that shouldn't be my focus right now. Let me focus on getting more
No, it's
work.
our it's our table neighbor.
I got Nokotan, and I was like, bet, let's do it.
Yeah, she's right next to us.
Oh no.
Present verse.
Yeah, no, like graphic audio will help me. I think I need to make a graphic audio. Almost my entire resume now is like, it's like half of it is like live action and anime, and then the other half is like graphic audio. But like my anime whatever stuff stops here, graphic audio is like all the way down here. So I've done a bunch of stuff with it. But yeah, and of course I've done a ton of
We're talking about that, like
I do a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah.
I will not tell you what my name is.
I will never ask. No, we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I do quite a bit of work with them. It's consistent. They're nice. They pay. Like, can't really.
How are you? Can't argue with that.
Nope.
It's supplemental, so I mean, I think I probably do, based on the current workload I have, maybe it's anywhere from 3 to 6. So, you know, not terrible, but it's like they're usually very hands-off, so they'll be like, here's 30 chapters, get them done by this day, and it's like, all right, you can wait until the day before, or you can upload as it comes. But then they usually won't send you more work until you finish what you already do. So it's like, when I first started working with them, I was making that was when I was full-time, before they fell off the business. Like, they had fallen off and then came back because my representative, like, got fired. And they were like, it took a while to allocate all her people from other people. But yeah, it was like at peak, it was amazing, and then it kind of dwindled. Now when they realized we're paying these people too much. The guy who got me into it, he was making for his first 4 months, I think he made $100,000.
Wow.
And they don't now because he like barely works with them.
Oh, wow.
It's too expensive. They don't do it anymore. I wish.
Yeah, you're like.
But Abby, I was like, this is my life now.
Yeah, like, that's all I know. Only speak to me. Because I've been like stepping slightly around that. I know the shoulder and the isekai on something. It's like.
Oh, you
not,
were in that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude, cool.
I was the silver hair fox. That was just cute.
Nice.
But it's like it's not like,
Yeah, no,
there's a sensitive.
Etchy.
Yes.
Etchy, yeah.
But it's not anything like too crazy. I don't want to think there's anything too crazy with that because it's like, I don't want to work for like kids cartoons.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't want to.
Yeah, that's pseudonym goodness. So like, it is something like that, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's so bad. Some of them are so bad.
I've been getting auditions for it, and I'm like, I want to do it so bad, but
Yeah, like I know with certain companies they don't allow you to use pseudonyms, but that one, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone uses the same name. Like I've realized there have been plenty of actors that I'm friends with that also work for them. When they find out, I was like, oh yeah, you were like, well, I do stuff for them too. And I was like, oh, all right, awesome. I'm not like even alone, you know. So yeah, it's yeah, it helps, you know. And it's also good too because it'll help you with narration as well. So it'll help you get that practice to actually do narration. Narration's heavy. It's you're just sitting there in the box and you're just reading the text and trying not to sound good.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to learn that because most of the time when you're doing work with graphic audio, if it's not like a first-person narration, 9 times out of 10 you're narrating your own books.
Ah.
So, but for me, I only narrated my first book, and then every book after that already had a narrator. Because I jumped on, it was like a series called Theory and Gambit. I did like 5 books for that series. I closed that series out, and then now I'm on Stormlight. So like Stormlight already had a pre-established narrator already. And then I don't know what's going to come after. I kind of do want to get a series that I can narrate by myself, or if it's a first-person book, like a first-person character, then the actor is the
character is the narrator. I love that because that's like you can narrate in character. I did that for something.
Yeah, like Fourth Ring, like that. That was for one. That was actually I like that book. I'm a fan of Fourth Ring. I'm not afraid to say it.
Wasn't that the dragon one? Yeah, that was the dragon one. Yeah.
And I got to be, I play a character named like graphic audio stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want to do more narration because like I want to get more audiobook stuff out that way. So I like.
It's pretty much like here. Look at this 13-hour resume.
There you go. It's everything, man. It's everything. Like, I've done so much work. Like, 80% of the projects I've done in Miami, they just disappear, or they're in Africa and you can see them. You know, not I want them to. They're not great. You know, like I can't say those telenovelas are my best work.
But they were a start.
Yeah, no, it's work. It worked. It pays, and like it is there. But like, God forbid someone goes and finds Cinderella Zero, which is Donald from like 8 years ago.
I'm excited. One day you're sitting on a panel, it's like this
someone's
huge
like,
room. Someone's like, can you tell me about this character? And you're like,
Oh
no.
my God! Did I just get Nardwar?
Oh, that's awesome. It's gonna happen. I can't wait.
Right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Hey, Matt want to get a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to take a picture of yours?
You did it too.
Me too?
Yes.
I'm in it. What you waiting for?
Oh my God.
want one too. He's want one too. That's what I was doing right there. I got future evidence. I think it's water. That's what I was doing.
Oh, maybe somebody took it. Maybe somebody's already looking for me. We don't know. I gotta hide before he gets it.
All right.
One more thing I was gonna ask you guys.
Yeah.
Commercial work.
Yeah.
I have been getting audiobook work, and character work, stuff like that. I want to get the commercial work.
That would
Where?
be your agencies.
Agency.
I get so much commercial work with agencies. Now
that's
it's
a lot.
very hard to book because there's so many amazing people in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
but
geez.
I get a lot of auditions for like so many different national brands.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's everyone getting these from?
Bye, Betty.
Okay, wait, hold up before I get someone else. Okay. Hello, all of you. Hi, nice meeting you. I did that. You do that?
Yeah, you like it?
That's adorable. Hi, Trina, are you on? Yes, okay, good. Hi, it was nice meeting you in person.
I love your personality too.
You guys too.
Hey,
We've
Trina.
had a lot of fun.
Hook me up with this sea dog.
I'll accept your friend request. I just my stream is going on. I can really do it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Come on, Rob. Get homesick.
I sent the message saying Trina. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Everybody divides your day by day. That's how
Okay, right there. I don't know if that's you use some little stickers. Keep it good.
Are you packing your things? We're packing most of the stuff, just the stuff that's hard to carry. But we are wrapping up very soon. Looks like quitting time is getting close. Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost that time, my friends. We got a long road ahead of us.
Thank you so much.
I'll probably like walk around a little bit and I'm gonna pass.
right, it's quitting time. All right. Say one final goodbye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. Thank you all for joining us for these past 3 days. It has been absolutely fantastic. It's such a good time meeting everyone for the first time. I'm gonna make sure I say my final goodbyes to everyone. I'll make sure she says her final goodbyes too. My back feels for you, absolutely. Thank you for the bits, my friend. Thank you, 14. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Nico. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Colton. Thank you, Sheba, CC Gamer. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you for being here.
Big old guy. I was going to do that like at the very end of this. Oh. Very end. Yes. That'll be the last one.
Yeah, I like the signature. Now you make me want to go to a con, my dude.
Yeah, like
it's all fun. It's all fun and games, man. Yeah, I guess we like it very much.
So the 8 by 10s are 25. My 2K 145. The 11 by 14s are 30. My 2K 145. Well, I was raised to be a pop. 16 by 14s is 40.
Nice meeting you.
It's Sunday. Found a teapot that I might go buy for my wife.
I am definitely buying one of those anime figures.
Spoiler!
I had figures. One of those booths over there had some Lego kits, and I was like, I think my backlog's too big. Way too big. I don't know what the kits are.
A lot of the people on the show were having fun with it.
Everything we have is in the book. I know I have a picture of it somewhere in my backlog of shit. Maybe there's something in there you go, oh my god. And the robots. I think they got the robots. Yeah, that one. Like it doesn't snow here. First year here, it snows. It's dope. I love it.
It reminds me of Jay Flat when he was literally the first year he was having his birthday.
That's my feeling. Yeah, right. Like I'm like, yeah, global warming ain't real. It's not real. Tornado Alley's moving east. It's snowing in Georgia.
Welcome to Texas. It's peeling, man.
I know, dude. I have so many bullshit pictures. That fucker. Oh my god. No! Terrible. It's a big backlog. That's all. Big backlog.
I'm out of bits till next month, otherwise I'd make a sprinkle of it. Dude, you showed up at the con in person, and that's all we can ask for. That was great. You're welcome, everyone, and thank you for live streaming today and yesterday and the day before that. I had a great time live chatting with you guys and watching everything at the con. It was incredible. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, 14. We love all of you. We love all you guys so much.
If it succeeds the way I was thinking it's going to be, it's going to be very interesting. The mutant dinosaurs.
We're just wrapping up here. We're gonna. Oh, careful.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
Absolutely. You can't say that we're not consistent. Oh yeah, no, I can say that. Especially with the 3-day in a row stream streak. You guys have been killing it out here. Alright, Trina, give an outro.
Okay. Thank you everyone who came to our convention live stream. It was fun. We had a great day 1, day 2, day 3 panel, tabling, another panel, some news. We were in on the news. Y'all better send me that clip. And dancing too, and wrestling. So crazy fun weekend. We'll be back next month for another convention. So look forward to that in July. That's HCon in Houston. All right. Thank y'all. See y'all in a few days. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.